180. This is like beginning of 2018, and then 2018, over the course of that, when I moved back and started drinking a lot with my old friends and whatnot, I got up to like 210, 215. So the course of that year was really bad because I was a super stoner. I'd get home from construction every day, smoke, and just eat like Chinese food and shit.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, your body, I guess I already knew the answer to this, but it's not something people, I think about when you talk about, like, getting the munchies. It's not like you were eating candy and that's what made you big. Like, you just...
When I say I'm eating... This is what people don't understand. Like, when you're... there is actually an order. I'm not one of these people like, oh, I have binge eating disorder.
Yeah.
There's a binge eating disorder.
Right.
Because whenever I say I binge eat, it's different from, like, other people. Literally, when I say I binge eat, it's going to Chinese food, getting 2 large orders of Chinese food, right, with the sides, a few egg rolls, wontons, then walking across the street to Publix, getting... frozen pizza, then walking home. So in the course of that night, I'll probably easily have about 5,000 calories.
You'll eat all that in the night?
Correct, yeah. And that's the issue is like, there's no partition to break it up. You know, because again, my mindset is like, if I'm going to eat bad, I'm going to eat bad.
Right.
If I'm going to work out, I'm going to work out.
You're all or nothing, like we've said about you so many times.
So... it's been really hard to, and that's why like the joke I say a lot is like I'm Jonah Hill, bro, because it's never like really steady. In the fact that like the only time my weight's ever been steady is for the 2 or 3 years I coached because I had to have the balance of like if I went out Thursday night I had to coach on Friday, so I'm in the gym regardless, you know. Right. And that was really nice, but I don't have that luxury anymore. So,
let me ask you this: when you are in a phase of binge eating, do you feel bad about it as you're doing it, or do you justify it somehow to yourself that like, do you feel bad as you're doing it? For
someone like me, it's an interesting comment you just said. When you binge eat and you're like addicted to that high of food, it's typically, I'll come home with a bunch of food. I'll put on a triple XL jacket, hoodie. I'll sit down on my couch where no one can fucking judge me, and I'll just do it. Yeah. During it is a huge high. It's like a, you know, it's just a high. It's like...
Even when you're buying it, though, like when you're going to buy it, do you low-key in the back of your mind feel like, man, I really shouldn't do this, but I want to?
Like, it's like, imagine taking a hit of heroin. When you get the heroin, there's a high.
That's kind of why I'm making the comparison.
When you get the heroin, there's a high. When you're shooting up, there's a high. It's only when the food hits your stomach and everything is gone where you're like, what the fuck did I just do? Yeah. You know? And what I started thinking about, which gave me peace of mind, is like, is this... Because to consume even a lot of food, it's like 15, 20 minutes, right? Yeah. So is this 15 or 20 minutes worth 3 hours or 2 days of like agony, you know? But it's a continuous cycle because you wake up the next day after eating that, and of course you feel bloated, you feel fat, you feel all that shit. So you're not going to go out. You're not going to put on a nice outfit and go to a bar. What are you going to do? You're going to do the same shit again.
Right. It's a cycle.
Right. And it's just a, you know, I remember there's one weekend in 2018 when I blew up to like 215 where I didn't leave the house the whole weekend. Yeah. Right? And we lived across the street from Publix in Floresta, so I would just walk back and forth to Chinese food in Publix, and I just didn't, you know, leave the house. It was a continuous cycle. So
the reason I went down that line of questioning is because it's something that I think about and even struggle with sometimes still. But I can remember times when, like, you know, I felt like I was drinking too much or, like, in a phase of drinking a lot. And I would... there would be nights where, like, I'd be going to bed, right, thinking, like, I'm not drinking tomorrow. I've been on a roll. I've been going too hard. I'm not drinking tomorrow. And then you wake up in the morning, and you still feel good about that, you know, because you're probably a little hungover and you don't feel like drinking. But then, you know, 5, 6 o'clock rolls around, and you feel fine now because the whole day's gone by and you've eaten and shit and you feel good. And all of a sudden, like, a drink sounds good, you know? But just 12 hours ago, you were saying, like, I'm not drinking today. And you probably said that to yourself the day before that, too. And you might have said it to yourself the 5 days consecutively before that. You okay, bro? It's a new one. It's hitting hard, right? It's a new boy. But my point being is, like, Sometimes I can remember moments where I'm pouring myself the drink to have the drink going, man, I said I wasn't going to do this today, and then I come up with whatever reason why I deserve it this day that I said I wasn't going to do it.
And it's tricky because when the pendulum swings that reverse way, and this is why the mind is in life is so much about momentum. It's like when that momentum starts picking up, it's hard, really hard to stop that roll. And it's the same way in a positive way, you know?
Yeah, right.
But when you get in that mindset, because also the bitch voice in your head says like, bro, you're not going to drink today. Bitch, you were drunk 12 hours ago. What the fuck are you talking about? What's the difference? And it's even harder for you in some aspects because like you don't have like body image issues. You don't have this shit. So, I mean, you can be bloated and hungover, but you're like, fuck it, I'll still go out. And that's why a lot of these kids do just go out on 3-4 days.
I'm also super fortunate to have like a job where I really love doing it. And it's like a creative thing where even if I don't feel 100% or like I'm not feeling great, I can still sit in the chair and do an amazing tattoo, you know? And then I finish and the person goes, holy shit, it's so good. Yeah. And then that's almost the justification again in my head going, well, I can't be doing too bad, you know? Like everything's working out for me. And that, to your point that you're making, right, that is almost my issue that I struggle with internally is like physically I look healthy. Is the inside of my body healthy? I kind of doubt it, you know? I smoke too many backwoods. I drink too much alcohol. I don't work out enough, you know? I eat whatever the fuck I want. I have like almost a six-pack. Yeah. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. Genetically, I'm super blessed, you know, and I'm grateful for that. But it's also really hard for me to, I think, like accept the reality sometimes of maybe my current circumstances. And to that same point, you know, most of the people in my life see it that same way, you know? Like, physically, I appear healthy. Yeah. I'm doing well business-wise, you know? My business is doing great. I'm very happy. And that's what makes it so easy to justify making the wrong decisions.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah. But low-key, in my mind, in the back of my mind, I know drinking every day isn't normal. Yeah. Most people don't do that. Yeah. Whether they're successful or not, it's not normal.
Well, your parents did it.
Right, and I saw where that led them. Yeah. And that's kind of what keeps me grounded, you know? Yeah. I always say that is like, same like with the divorce conversation we always have. Like, we don't want to repeat the mistakes we saw our parents make. And so that always keeps me in check. And for that reason, like, you know, I know that I have an addictive personality, and I know that I have the same traits my parents had. But I learned that lesson when I was a kid, how to, like, identify when you're going too far, you know? And that keeps me in check, you know? And when I don't want anyone to be watching this and be, like, concerned. I feel those addictive traits, for sure. But I'm also really good at, like, that self-evaluation, you know? So I might drink more often than I'm proud of, but I also may only have one drink, you know? But it's like, fuck, I said I wasn't going to drink today. Why'd I even have the one? It hardly did anything to me. What was the point of even doing it? Yeah. But I was, like, craving it, and I justified it somehow in that moment, so I had it.
That's one quality that I'm chasing constantly. Is probably one of the highest qualities on my checklist is when you say something, you do it. Yeah. And I find a lot that...
It's a really admirable trait.
It's a very admirable trait because, first off, people have respect for you because if you say something, you're going to do it, you know? You have more respect for yourself because you respect that voice in your head that's probably 99% of the time telling you to do good things, you know? Maybe riskier things.
Or the opposite. Things. Maybe that voice in your head is always like, fuck it. I really don't want to go to this event that I said I'd go to. I really don't want to do that thing I said I was going to do. And no one's going to know if I did it, or they won't care. They'll still have fun without me. Yeah. But fighting that voice, knowing that you're going to do the right thing and fight against that voice that's telling you to do the wrong thing, feels better, you know, than just giving in to that fuck shit that you feel like doing. It's that bitch voice on your shoulder that we always talk about.
And even it's like, you know, I'm going to go home and finish this contract I have to finish, or I'm going to, you know, not drink today, or I'm going to not have a cheat meal today, or I'm going to the gym today. When you start sticking to your word, again, first off, that builds that momentum we were talking about, but you just have so much more respect for your word. Because how are people supposed to have respect for your word if you don't have respect for your word, you know? And a lot of people should start thinking about that, where it's like, when you're together with your friends or you're just in the shower thinking of like different things, if you tell yourself you're going to do something, even if it's in a motivated state, fucking do it.
Hold yourself accountable.
Hold yourself accountable.
That's a powerful position to be in, is when you can, or like a powerful skill to have. When you can hold yourself accountable and you don't need an outside party to do it for you, you're dangerous,
because you're commanding all your decisions. Yeah, right. Absolutely.
I'm going to start doing Costco more, though. I'm realizing Costco... for certain things is the move.
I'm a low-key huge fan of Costco, but I find that sometimes buying in bulk almost double things. First, it makes you spend more. Obviously, it's like a better deal, but it makes you spend more. Sure. I never leave Costco without spending like $300-400.
Yeah.
But also buying in bulk too, like we're so normal to like this public schedule where it's like once a week, or like I'm gonna have this lettuce this week, or like I'm gonna have 19,000 chicken breasts this, whatever. Dude, we got a pack of chicken from Costco. I literally think they had to kill like 17 hens.
Yeah,
it was insane.
I think Costco is. You can never go wrong with the non-perishables.
Yeah.
You know, like paper towels. Yeah. I love Costco for paper towels.
Amazing.
As a tattoo artist, I go through an absurd amount of paper towels.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, chicken breasts. I've made the mistake of buying like the bag of greens at Costco before, and you get through like a third of the bag at the best. Like
blueberries, you literally get a bin, dude. It's like, so to be honest, I'm a huge fan of the ambiance in Costco. I do spell like their display of like Apple Watches. Every time I walk by, I'm like, do I want the new one? Like,
yeah,
you know, and like I don't need a 27-pound bag of cheddar popcorn. So
yeah,
but the tasties are fire, the ambiance is fire. You know you're going there for a good time. So, but like I had a best friend growing up where it was a family of like 7.
Yeah,
Costco was perfect for that.
Perfect, yeah, exactly.
So
time and a place.
Go Costco. So yeah, I got down to like 185 was my lowest. It was in 2019, 2 months before I met Paige. So that's why I don't know if this never probably lined up for you, but you know how I always say like I went on a bunch of first dates before I met Paige?
Yeah.
It was because I was in the best shape ever since gaining all the weight in 2018, and so I got down to like really pretty fit and confident. And so I just started fucking shooting my shot anywhere.
Yeah, good. Yeah, as you should.
Dude, I was firing messages.
So are you like how do you shoot your shot? How are you going to slide in a DM?
So I'm not too my own horn here. I was always pretty sly about it. If you're on my list of like possible DMs, right?
Yeah.
We all got that list of like, hey. Like,
and by possible DMs, do you mean like people that you think you stand a chance with, or someone that you want to?
I think on Instagram when I was single, like you have people you follow and they follow you and you like each other's shit, but you're always like, wow, this person lives local, they like fishing and whatever the fuck, or being on the boat or whatever.
Sure.
They go to the same bars I do. Damn, it would be great to like, I don't know, talk to this person or like meet them in public organically.
Yeah.
So you have like a list of those people, like, hey, like she's cute, or hey, whatever, he's cute, whatever it is.
Mental list, right?
Yeah. So I would put that list in the back of my head, and if like, for instance, she was on the boat that day or something, and I was on the boat that day, I would like respond to her story and be like, hey, what are you doing today? And
okay.
So what that would do is she's gonna answer, because that's like a weird question to ask her, like.
Yeah.
Or I was just at the sandbar too. That's crazy. Whatever. Mm-hmm. And then it starts a conversation rather than like just out of nowhere saying, "Hi, I'm Nick. You're cute."
Well, no, that's good actually. That's probably the most normal thing you could do. My strategy was always just send them the heart eyes emoji
that was
response.
Your
yeah, if I like that person, I just send them the heart eyes, and then
so that's kind of the same.
We can
thing.
Go from there.
It's
yours is way more normal.
Way more normal.
Yeah, and like approachable.
Because I feel like if you respond to a heart eyes emoji to your story, you kind of know what you're doing.
I think that was why I liked it so much, because it's like you either get no response and now you know where you stand, or they respond and it's like, okay, we can move forward.
How was that hit rate?
I think I was shot pretty good.
Hey, my dog.
But I probably like approached the right people. I knew I was taking the chance on.
How many dates girls have you ever been on dates with from?
Bro, probably a pretty low number. I've been wifed up most of my life.
That's
true.
I think the girls I went on dates with from like the only DMs I ever did was Instagram. I don't consider like online dating like Tinder and Bumble and shit.
Yeah.
DMing.
I almost never DM'd on any of those apps.
No.
I was on. I don't know what I was doing, but I was pretty much on there just to like see who I'd match with.
Well, exactly. So it was only Instagram. I think I met with like 2 girls. I met with 2 girls from Instagram. Okay. And it was literally just like that. We talked for a week, and then it was like, hey, do you want to go out to dinner? And so it's funny because, like, it's kind of weird, but kind of like, dude, when you meet someone through, like, a dating app, it's the same fucking thing. You go to their profile, you look at their pictures, and you respond, or you don't respond. It's that simple, you know?
It is that simple. We overcomplicated it.
Exactly. So I really do think the Instagram DM is equivalent to, like, online dating in a sense. But that was back in the day. I don't know what kids are doing these days, you know? So
who knows what the kids are doing these days?
Dude, I'm telling you.
You might make, like, a TikTok dance for your crush or something.
Dude, getting creative, bro, probably. Some crazy shit. Hey, you over there. Have you liked and subscribed to our page yet? I need you to like and subscribe to our page. Slow zoom. You need to listen to me now. You best subscribe.
Keep it going.
If on Elon Musk, if you don't like and subscribe to this page right now, there best be some problems up in here. Listen, have you bought our merch yet? What?
Oh, God. I'm crying, Nick. Oh, God. What? Have you bought our merch yet? What? Oh, God, that hurt. Sorry.
Have you seen our TikTok page yet? We've been TikToking. You best like that TikTok page. Oh, share to your friends. What? Boogity, boogity, boogity. Be rather cool.
Bro, we need to be on like a cruise ship right now. Party.
Literally cruise ship vibes all day.
Your glasses are all wonky though. Is that on purpose? What? It's like the nose things might be lopsided or something because they're like this.
I was leaving like that.
Yeah, it might be cool. You told me to bring the craziest shirt I had, and in my mind I imagined something like that. Mm-hmm. And in my closet, this is the best I could do.
Dude, honestly, I can't wait to get like fit.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking, like, fashion guy, dude.
Yeah,
like,
no, I know you are, dude.
Like, I remember it was so cool because I used to, like, back in my single days when I was killer, dude, I would fucking shop at Urban. Like, I would shop, like, and I liked, like, the funky shit. Like, I pushed the, like, where I would sometimes run into friends and be like, Nick, what the fuck are you wearing type shit.
Like what? Give me an example.
Literally a shirt like this.
Yeah, I feel like it suits
but
your
it's
personality.
Cool now. It wasn't really cool 4 years ago. But you're right. It does suit my personality.
It suits your personality.
And that's what everyone says. Like, well, once they get to know you, I love the shirt. But the thing about it is when you're at a bar and someone doesn't know you, you're either a fucking weirdo with this shirt
or a legend.
Like a legend.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like if I was going to go shop at Urban now, I'd end up just looking like Fezco when I walked out.
Kind of, but drippier. And, like, I'm a big guy too. When I'm trying to drippy, I wear like a sick hat. Like I have some sick hats that are like daddy or like no.
Like dad hats or
dad hat, baseball caps.
Yeah,
baseball caps. But like,
you ever rock a bucket?
No, because my head's too round to rock a bucket. Really, like it just doesn't. You know.
You know what's really round?
What?
A bucket.
Fuck, you're right. That's like perfectly round.
Yeah, generally. A good one.
Yeah. It was pretty cool, bro. I went to visit my cousin one time at FGCU, and I had a friend called Bucket, and they called him Buckets because he only wore bucket hats. That's a sick nickname, you know?
Yeah. I would tell girls that it was because I'm fire at basketball.
That's a good one, too. Or like, I slam dunk your pussy, you know?
You're going to need buckets because you'll be so wet.
You'll be pouring buckets, bitch. But
that's good. That's good.
I would say women hold like 90% of the pussy power, like sex power. Would you say it's different than that?
No, that's probably accurate.
Yeah.
I was gonna laugh at first when you said that and go, well, I think they hold 100% of the pussy power considering they hold the pussy. But you're right. It's not 100% all them because sometimes the tables are turned and it's like they want that dude so bad that they're gonna give it up and
that's why guys just stay fucking, dude. gay single guys, like, you go to a gay bar, bro, the horniness level in there is untangible, dude.
And what's your logic there? Why? I just thought it was because dudes are fucking
Imagine if you were into fucking dudes and, back to, like, the 90% thing. So if it's a 90% hit, like, 90% guys work 10% or whatever the fuck, right? What? Imagine that what both sides are trying to fuck as bad.
Right. It's just like a guaranteed hit almost. Yeah.
Like.
Why are you thinking about converting?
No, but I've been in a gay bar before thinking, dude.
There's a lot of.
Like, there's one reason to be at a gay bar, you know? So, like, I was getting, like, vibes.
What were you doing there then? You just backed yourself into a corner, I think, my friend.
Funny ask.
Are nipples technically straws?
Whoa. I think it's like a flower for a bee. Like, they just jump up on it.
You're going to have to elaborate.
But, like, only bees can get nectar from flowers, I'm pretty sure, right? Because they got their bees and they're buzzing, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like a 1-for-1 ticket, right? Biologically.
Uh-huh.
I think that's like a baby in a mother's tit.
Right.
You know? So I think, like...
So it's like a sippy cup.
Dude, I was learning the crazy shit when Marina has a baby, bro. Like, the milk, like, has, like... It calibrates how much vitamins you need and shit, too. Like, when the body's producing milk, like, it's doing algebra and shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it knows how much vitamins the baby needs or how much vitamins the body it's producing the milk for needs.
As a mother, you're literally nourishing something with something produced inside you. So if it's nourishing, it has to have a shit ton of nourishment in it.
No, 100%.
You know?
As does, like, normal milk, though, you know? We've already figured that out as a species.
I don't think it's the same. Will you try milk when Josie's pregnant?
Probably not.
Do
people do that? Is that a thing?
I think it's kind of normal. Like, you're just like, I wonder what it tastes like. You don't want to try breast milk one time? I mean,
yeah, sure, whatever. If she offers it up, I would try it, sure, I guess. Yeah. But I wasn't thinking about it prior to you just saying that.
It's a little kinky.
I guess. Depending on what you're into.
It's probably a fetish, dude.
I bet it is.
Oh, that's a weird fetish, man. Like,
yeah.
Baby gets milk, husband gets milk, you know?
Yeah. Prego porn is a thing, too, which is weird.
Weird. Really weird. Yeah, I've never done a prego porno before.
They exist, though.
But,
If you search it, you'll find it.
Yeah, I think when you stress... What?
Are knees technically just like leg knuckles?
Whoa.
Or is it more like a leg elbow?
I would say be leg elbow.
More like that, right? Yeah. But are like elbows just like arm knuckles? It's all the same, no?
You know, that might be $1 million question, Pete. I don't know. I think maybe it's like a knuckle zoomed in, you know?
Yeah.
Like for the bigger ones. I think everything, this I might sound like a genius here. Everything involves bones and ligaments.
That sounded so smart, dude.
So, in tendons.
Yeah.
So.
In attendance.
But, dude, imagine if, like, our knees were reversed. That would be crazy, bro. And we'd be doing a crane walk. And, like, but.
Sounds painful.
But, dude, that could have easily been, like, a different design by whoever the fuck created it.
I used to have a kid in my Spanish class in high school whose elbows, like, hyperextended naturally. He'd just stand there, like, on his desk like that, staring at you. It freaked you out, bro.
I think that elbows are elbow knuckles or arm knuckles.
Yeah, right.
Final answer.
Okay, good answer. I like that.
Final.
And to that point, is cereal soup?
Well, I think the definition of soup is a bowl of food.
Yeah. Is that the definition? Because that makes it a loose definition.
Could be way wrong, right? But,
yeah. I think the word liquid probably is included in the definition.
Maybe the definition of soup is a stew, soupy. What?
No, I don't think that's the definition of soup. You're not supposed to use the word in the definition. I think it's probably like if I had to guess the definition of soup in its loosest version, it would probably, be a bowl of liquid food, which is considered a meal.
That's deep.
Now, you could argue that in that definition, it should probably have the word hot.
Maybe the kicker is hot. What?
Or
There's
related to the
soup,
temperature.
Though. There's cold soup, like
ceviche,
like a chilled pea soup.
So
cold.
Are you gonna say ceviche is not soup?
Cut up fish with lime?
Yeah, they float in a liquid broth.
Fuck that, bro.
Broth.
That's ceviche.
Broth. The word broth should probably be in the definition.
That might be it. That's.
And so to that point,
yep.
Is milk a broth?
Whoa.
A liquid cow titty broth?
It's been marinating. I mean, I don't see why.
And is cereal soup, Nick Agnelli?
We should go to court with this. I think we have been the entire English language mispronouncing this. I think we should have said...
Are you supposed to pronounce it differently if it is soup?
I would think it would say, the soup I'm having this morning is cereal. Like, so soup is the noun and cereal is the
What's
adjective.
your number one soup of all time, hot or cold?
That's a hard question, bro. And you at home watching this, think your favorite soup. Boom. Coming out in the answer in 3, 2, 1. Chili?
Wow.
Maybe?
Arguably the least brothy of all soups.
Oh, I like a thick soup.
So, I mean, dude, you just opened a new avenue of the question. Is chili soup?
Chili is soup.
Is there broth?
Oh my God. Is water wet? This is a crazy wormhole we're down right now.
I had chili today.
You had soup today. The soup you had
I ate it out of a plate.
Chili. No,
I ate it on a plate.
No, here's what happened.
I ate it on a flat plate.
No.
Not a bowl.
It ain't beef stew.
It was also vegan.
It has
Does that change
beans in
things if it was vegan?
No, I would say vegan soup.
Chili.
That is chili. The chili style soup.
So you can eat soup on a plate? Is a Pop-Tart a ravioli?
Whoa. There's no difference in the definition. Bread with food in it. What?
Yeah.
Ish, because pasta isn't bread. But like... What?
Starch. We can say starch.
But a ravioli doesn't have a frosting covered on top. And don't tell me you was the weirdo who ate a Pop-Tart without frosting. Weirdo.
Those even exist?
Nude Pop-Tarts? Yes.
Disgusting. Oh, like the...
unfrosted.
Yeah. Weird. Yeah,
Weird.
No, that's not okay.
Yeah.
But...
It's like having a toaster strudel and not putting frosting on top.
Absurd.
Weird.
Did you ever, take an extra frosting packet, knowing that someone was going to have to pay the price at the end of the box?
Or I was going to get crushed at the end of the box, be so excited, open up, and not see frosting in there.
Yeah.
Absolutely all the time. That's a risk I was willing to take.
Right. A selfish risk.
Mm-hmm. But to answer the root question, my answer is A, yes.
A Pop-Tart's a ravioli.
Pop-Tarts are ravioli.
Has to be.
Maybe in Italy they call Pop-Tarts, hey, Papa ravioli.
Yeah.
I never thought about it that way.
If you got $1 million for every inch that was taken off your penis, how much money are you taking?
I would take about 4, leave about a half an inch.
Why?
No, I'm joking. I would take... I wouldn't take any.
Nothing.
We don't got a lot of slack on that line.
That's the most honest answer you can give. Dude. That's so funny.
Again,
what? I don't know if there's many people out there that will agree with you. And no matter what the size of their starting penis is, I think most men would think $1 million would almost make up for that.
All right.
But I love that was your answer, to be honest.
Cause dude, that would put my dick in the small category. And I don't like a small dick,
Yeah, right. Even if you're rich.
Cause if I'm even living life, but I know in the end of the day I got a small dick.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how do you keep that momentum? You know?
Yeah, you're gonna have some sort of internal complex. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can understand that.
So maybe can I split it to 500K for a half inch?
No.
Fuck. You get a vibe whether a guy has a big dick or not.
I mean,
honestly,
is big dick energy a thing? Yeah, for sure.
But
is it accurate? I don't think so. You can have big dick energy without a big dick, I think.
Do you think I have a huge wank?
No.
Fuck. Okay, I'll take that. It's average. That's a win.
Are you like it's not about the size of the wave, but it's about the motion of the ocean kind of guy?
Yes, I perform. I think that literally, it's fun.
For both parties? Or?
She gets a win. I make sure I get my W. I get a win. Hey, listen. If I had a lawnmower that cut my grass every week, my grass was green.
And cut.
Doesn't have to be the biggest lawnmower, Might just take a little more time. Or the way you maneuver the lawnmower. Never thought about it that way.
I don't know that those two...
Is that not a good comparison?
Think
about it.
I'm thinking hard.
Okay, so my thing is, you gotta lay it down,
Right.
I think some of these big boys get a little too confident with their thing. And so they expect...
Their performance lacks because they think that the tool's doing all the work.
Hungry dog runs faster.
Just because you...
Hungry dog runs faster.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I was about to say, like...
Guys know their dick size, right?
It's not always best to hammer in a nail with a sledgehammer.
Dude, we want it enjoyable in all parties,
Hungry dog runs faster, and he drops the glasses.
Because here's my thing, dude. Yeah. I'd rather, not be too big, and that's because you can't go down, but I could kind of go up, What?
How do you go up?
After I said that, I asked myself, how do I go up?
You ever tried any tactics to go up? We're talking about penis size.
They say dragon fruit works. This is what WebMD says.
You say it on the podcast all the time that you think we're living in a simulation. Do you actually believe that?
A lot of my answers reflect it. It was a joke at first, super joke.
Yeah.
Funny joke.
You starting to believe it, though?
I don't know, dude. I feel a little simsy lately, dude.
You a little simsy?
No. Yes and no. No, I don't feel simsy, but I feel like the world's simsy. I feel like, I don't know, dude. All I know is these next 25 years I think are going to be the most insane years on the planet.
They're Earth's round, right?
Well, yeah, for the most part, I think.
For the most part. It's not flat.
My answer to that is pretty simple, Pete. I've never seen it.
Yeah. You've been up in a plane, though, right?
I never seen the Earth eye to eye, bro.
Yeah. Well, that'd be pretty tough.
Astronaut.
Yeah, right.
That's
tough.
If I was an astronaut, I would believe it 100%. But
But you know astronauts exist, right? And that they say that it's not flat.
Yeah, like
and you just
no
don't
one's
take
ever
their
told
word
a
for
lie
it?
before. Yeah.
Yeah, you just think they're all in cahoots.
There's a lot of classified information in the government, dude.
Yeah, it's true.
But this is what I'm saying, bro. Only like 10 people done seen the Earth before from space.
Yeah.
We're gonna believe 10 people? That's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta think outside the square, dude. Listen, bro. How many times you seen a pink flamingo in your life? What?
A couple times.
Where?
Like the zoo.
Okay, bad example, bro. How many times do you see dinosaurs, bro?
Never once.
Do you believe them? Why? Because some bones came up?
That helps.
A crystal came out of the ground too, bro. We ain't believe in the genie.
Did they say that crystals came from genies? Is that what genies are made of?
I think so. Dog, listen, you're thinking inside the square.
Okay.
All I'm saying is, I'm not saying the earth is flat. All I'm saying is I don't know the earth is round. I ain't going to believe a book. I ain't going to believe...
You got to see it for yourself?
I'm going to see it for myself, guy.
Does that go for
That's
all
why
things?
I asked the shooting star question, bro. I ain't never seen a shooting star.
You've never seen a shooting star?
Mm-mm.
I have. Do you believe me?
No.
Damn.
It could have been a miss. How old were you when you saw him, Pete?
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's my fucking point. I saw Santa Claus, too, when I was 7. Bitch, was I wrong? You know?
Hell yeah.
Oh, it could have been a fucking firefly when you were, 3, 4.
How did those things work? Aren't they weird?
They use, like, crypto. I don't know. Either...
Bro.
What?
That clip of the birds falling out of the sky?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
I'm not going to say I'm part of the cult now, but you tell... We're going to put this clip up. 3, 2, 1, bang. You just saw that.
Oh my god.
You're going to tell me that either wasn't a glitch in the simulation or their cameras?
What the fuck?
Bro, Zeus just don't strike down 17,000 birds like that, dog.
Did you see? I sent you the video of the guy that founded Birds Aren't Real, right?
Yeah.
He admitted that it's not a real thing. He made it all up. Birds are real.
But I...
Explain that clip.
Yeah. All right, let's knock out. Ask me one more funny thing, and then that's it.
I don't have any more funny things. It's your turn.
That's easy. That's easy. See, I just got paused by Sims, bro. Clip this.
They Googled something funny.
And listen, bro. Zoom in. I was just glitched.
In the Matrix.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Okay, here's a question for you, Pete.
Talk to me. Daddy.
If soup isn't cereal, and cereal isn't soup, fuck's a pasta salad?
I think it's exactly what it's titled. They named that one well.
What's the definition of salad?
Ooh.
Asshole?
Okay.
Because I know a lot of salads.
Leafy greens is probably
I know
somewhere.
a lot of salads without leafy greens.
Oh, you do?
Pasta salad, potato salad, coleslaw.
So what? Okay, that's the better question. What is the definition of salad?
A grouping of things in a bowl.
Then what the fuck is soup? Hey. Hey. You.
Hey, you.
I'm talking to you. Shh.
Okay.
Are you subscribed? Did you? If not, I assume you didn't like the video. And that's okay.
It is okay.
But if you liked the video, do us a fucking solid, bro. Like and subscribe. It means a lot.
To the other side. I'm just a man on a mission, a man with a vision. Hope you can listen. I just been chasing what I've been missing. Love how the ice on my wrists, it tend to glisten. Got this from grinding and being consistent and staying right on my pivot. Killing them with precision, just trying to earn my position. With all these free bands, they think a nigga dropping dress. I promise with the left, I'ma drip all them off forget. And I pray that you don't forget. This is all from blood, sweat, and tears in this bitch. Yeah, tears in this bitch. I had a road running, hustle years in this shit, yeah. So please don't say I switch when you see my honey grip. Or you see a bad little bitch call that hoe my honey dip. Italian leather make me feel like I'm in Sicily. I ain't never been there, but I swear I'm there mentally. Just riding in that Bentley, like that thing was meant for me. Setting the standard, you know, flexing all this luxury. Cause I know they loving me, and they can never come for me. And they can never touch a beat the way a nigga touch it be. But when the weight on my shoulders and I feel pinned down, I just pick the pen up and I never let that pen down. Even though most of my shit is never written, I just get in the booth and start spitting like a Smithin', yeah. And this is coming from the heart lately, but really this is just my mental thoughts in a form of art, baby. I knew that I was him from the fucking start, baby. I told my mama your little boy is a star, baby. I'm on the road to riches and I'm headed to the top. Probably sliding in the drive, I promise I won't stop till the day that the nigga pop. Buy a bench for my pop. Security team with chops, encrypted money in locks. A little bread in them stocks and a whole bunch of cash money so I can flex a lot. Yeah, it's over in this bitch. Shout out to my young nigga Nova in this bitch, yeah. Eastside shit. Got okay.